Uh, like on my inventory list here, it says I have like pheasant parts from the like from our first episode. Can we just assume they were like pheasant wings that I collected?
From the banquet.
Yeah,
Forgot about
because we
that.
never specified what parts they were, and I think it's important that we specify what parts they are from now on.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah. We can say pheasant wings. Uh,
Okay.
no reason for me to be a jerk and make you roll for it.
If
I
you
think
want to
that'd
do
be
that,
funny.
that's okay
Like,
too.
oh, you rolled a 17, you get pheasant feet.
Yeah, you get the big toe.
Oh, I just pictured a pheasant with human feet when you said that. Gross.
Who's good at art?
All right, now I can't wait. Now I can't wait to open up Photoshop later. Okay, so who took good notes when
uh,
when last we left
Regard.
our adventurers? Why don't you bring us up to speed, Kiertis?
Yeah, that's. I think you should choose someone else. I was relying on. I was going to go back and take notes
Ah,
from the audio because I wasn't paying attention enough. Well, actually, where did we start? We started off in the bedroom, didn't we?
let's see.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and.
All I remember is
I remember
about this
someone.
couple of ghosts.
I believe.
I remember someone dropping fire on me.
Let's see. I believe there was. You had made your way up to the third floor of this strange house here.
When we started last week, we were just entering this.
Yeah. Okay. So I have an idea.
Oh, that's
of what-
right. Okay.
We were entering this room and then went to the toy chest and the spirits appeared.
That is correct.
And we got possessed.
That was fun.
And you were able to ascertain the where a secret door was, a set of stairs that led you down, down, down. Into what seemed to be an area of crypts underneath the house, well in the subterranean areas where you checked first two what appeared to be empty crypts, making your way back into down the halls into what appeared to be a very rudimentary dining area, and then where there were looked to be straw pallets. Investigating further, you checked. There were a series of what seemed to be a little bit nicer bedrooms, each containing chests to be unlocked, and a strange well. Making your way down further, a small mishap. Gertis failed to see the weakened floor as a trap gave way, and a quick rescue attempt led to him being momentarily on fire. Made your way into what appeared to be a banquet hall with bits of human remains on the floor. And finally making your way back. By the way, this way would be east, this way would be north, south. Making your way back east again, you checked out the first. Let's see. what looked to be uh, a crypt with a sarcophagus or coffin inside, with a stone slab etched with the name of Thurnbolt Durst. You went to the coffin and went to take a look inside, opened it to find there were a few children's toys. I believe Kiertis was in the room, and he heard a voice, a small child's voice, cry out from behind him as he turned and looked into the face of one enraged Thorn coming at him. I told you to stay away from my toys. And what are you doing?
I'm gonna quickly close the lid,
Okay.
step back away from Thorn, and close the lid.
Okay. So make a quick strength check.
I'm readying a sacred flame spell or cantrip. Just getting it ready.
That's a 6.
6. So you're able to move the coffin lid back, but not quite hard enough where it closes all the way. And Thorn moves rapidly straight at your stomach and then up towards your face. And for a moment, your eyes are looking directly into his as and you feel an icy chill go over your entire body as you feel this spirit pass through you and go down into the coffin and curls up on its side amongst the few toys that are there, the carved wooden horse, the little ball, and with his head on the small silk pillow, begins weeping softly. I'm so tired. I just want to rest.
If I look around, do I see his sister floating around?
I'll make a perception check.
Oh, gotta get my dice. Here, dicey, dicey.
I'm gonna walk over to Kiartis,
Oh.
grab him by the arm, and just start to pull him away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight for the door.
Okay.
That would be an 18.
18. As you're casting about with your eyes, looking left and right, standing, and you feel eyes on you from behind. You slowly turn, and Rose is standing behind you, looking up.
I'm not going to say anything, but I will back further away from the entrance and see if she wants to pass through.
It's like, what did you do to make Thorn cry? You said you wouldn't leave us. Why would you leave us?
You left us.
Why would you leave us all alone?
I whispered to Persephone, like, they're probably talking about their parents.
Maybe we should look for their parents then.
Perhaps.
Maybe they want to they want to rest. Maybe we should get their bones and put them to rest. Maybe that will help them.
That's an awful
Pass
lot
on.
of stairs, though.
Well, we should also probably ask them before we do anything like that. I hate to reopen that coffin and have them very upset.
That is a good point. I don't think they like me.
Well, they like being inside of you.
Liliana, do you mind talking to them about that idea?
I suppose I can give it a shot, but this is just. Ugh. Okay. I will go up to to Rose.
And her eyes are narrowed as she's looking at Persephone, and she's not she's not breaking eye contact. She's kind of standing there trembling. Um, what would you like to do?
Rose, would you like for us to bring you and your brother down here and place you in these coffins? Would that help you rest?
I don't know what it would take for us to rest, but anything that would ease the burden of waiting for our parents, who seem to have forgotten about us, would certainly be welcome.
Okay. We'll do that.
And she finally breaks eye contact with Persephone and looks at you, and her eyes soften a little bit, and she makes her way down past you and in, and she's goes and props herself up on the stone bier that the coffin is sitting on, and reaches her hand inside as she just sits there stroking her brother's hair and just staring at him.
I go back to the group. It's worth a shot. I think.
Okay.
I think maybe once we do this, we should try and find their parents. Maybe do something. I don't know. I don't like seeing them like this. No child should ever have to feel like this.
Okay, maybe we should go upstairs and get their bones, bring them back down here.
I'll go as well.
And I want to go upstairs and get the bone.
Okay, so who's going upstairs?
I'll follow.
Let's say everybody's
I will follow.
going as one. Okay, again.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay.
Ridgery?
I'll go to the end of the spiral staircase, but I'm not going up. I'm just going to stay at the bottom.
Okay.
Maybe you can keep an eye out for their parents then.
Sure.
All alone down here with the creepy music. The two
You can. Yeah,
Ghosts.
I'm going to hide.
You still hear chanting in the distance. It's you still can't make out what it is, but there's a steady chant that you can. It's a rhythm of voices coming from further down to the south.
Yeah, I'm going to be all roguey and stealthy by the stairs.
Okay.
Try to.
So you're gonna go find a place to hide in the shadows. Okay, excellent.
Yep.
So you find and take up a place. The slow thrumming of voices coming from somewhere, echoing off the walls, distant, straining to hear what they're saying. As you hear the stairs. You know, the rest of your party as they make their way back up the stairs. Let's see. You make your way back up and exit the first room. The smell of burnt wood as you approach the top of the stairs and the secret door that you had found in the stone, much the smell of burnt wood becoming much stronger now. It's almost as if you're standing in spent coals as you make your way back out and back to where you find the two bodies that are.
Hey guys, did we turn off the other fires?
I could have sworn you all got, smothered them.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
Didn't we put the bodies into the little toy chest? Should we just maybe just grab the toy chest and bring it down?
Yeah, I think they would like that. They were very possessive over the toy chest.
Yeah, that
I
could
mean,
be a good idea.
their bodies are in the toy chest because I remember we put them in there, and it'll be much easier just to bring that damn thing down so we're not trying to, pick through the bones.
Although I wouldn't mind that.
Of course you
Well,
will.
we're going to have to pick through the bones anyway to separate them into their separate coffins.
This is true.
I also don't think they would mind being buried together.
They have separate tombs, like crypts. Who knows with this
Well,
place? Everything's strange. Maybe they have to be in their own.
we'll ask them once we get down there.
And I want to go and grab one end of the toy chest.
Okay.
I'll grab another.
Okay. And very easily you're able to. It's actually, for as finely crafted as it is, and the quality of the wood, it's surprisingly light, even with the remains of two children in there. You lift and you feel the bones, the bodies kind of shift to one side as it knocks. You feel something knock up against the side of it. It's kind of unnerving. It's makes you unsteady for a moment. Um, and the trek back down. And as you're making your way back down, Ridri, quick perception check as to what's transpired while they were going upstairs.
All right. 18. That is 7.
17?
Yes.
Okay. From back down as you're hunkered down by the spiral staircase, you hear coming from back in the area of the in the direction of the dining hall something that sounds like almost like the sound of how would you describe it? Almost like something clacking against the stones. It almost sounds like bones are rolling around for a second. It's like almost like clattering across the stones from that direction. As you hear the steps growing closer and closer, and finally, out of the darkness, they join you at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, I'm going to relay to them that they should keep to the right for now.
Is everything all right?
I heard some noises over by where the table was. We can check it out once we put the bodies.
I want to put the end of the chest down
Okay, so you're
and go to the corner and like just peek around the corner and see what I can see.
okay. Make a perception check.
Like the rules are not going for me tonight. That's an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
Aside from aside from the musty smell down here, there's this there's not much. I mean, it looks pretty much the same way as you left it. You look down, you see prints in the heavy dust on the floor, but they seem to match everyone in your party.
Shall we get this over with then?
Yes, I think we should bring the bones down. So I'm going to lift the chest again.
Okay, so again, lifting the chest, and again, this time being a little bit more careful after hearing the bones roll around or the remains roll around inside the last time. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
We need to go here, so I'm going to just go in front of the crates.
So again, making your way down. I believe you were here was where you saw the stone slab that with the name Thornbolt Durst in it.
I want to put down the chest just here outside.
Actually, I want to listen for a second. Do I still hear the chanting?
Yes, the chanting is it sounds distant, and again, as you listen closely, it's it's become like over the last half hour that you've been down here searching through this place, it's become so constant you can't really tell if it sounds like voices, but could also be a machine because it's so constant, and it just doesn't ever seem to stop.
Are Rose and Thorn still in the room?
As you take a look inside the room, you see Rose still sitting there, stroking the hair of her brother as he weeps, curled up, and your eyes meet hers, and she grabs her brother's hand and takes him as they both begin to step down from the stone bier. They climb down, and they both stand to the side, and with their backs against the wall, Rose holding her brother's hand, and him with his little doll tight against his chest, and their eyes meet yours, and there's something so very lost and sad in that look.
Looking at them, do I get the feeling that they appreciate these small tokens of favor upon them, or does it just go past them and they don't really care because they're so lost?
Make your let's just make it perception. It doesn't have to be insight. No, make it an insight check.
I'm gonna walk over to them and looking at Rose. Would you like to be buried together, or do we need to put you separately?
And I got a 17, by the way.
17. As you Leliana kneels down and asks her question, Rose's eyes goes and meets yours for a second, and they soften somewhat around the edges, and for the first time since you've encountered them outside the house, there's something like a glimmering of hope behind them.
So what is their response to Liliana?
Um, uh, while Rose's eyes are locked with yours, and she's her expression goes from immensely sad to there's a slight look of hope in her eyes. Thorn reaches out and touches your arm, Leliana, and the cold just emanates up your arm, and you can feel it crawling into your neck and towards your heart. He says, "Whatever you must do to take the loneliness away." And he pulls his hand away, and the the warmth begins to flow back as you could feel your heartbeat against the cold.
All right. How about we put you both together, and I will make sure that all of your toys are with you as well. Will that work?
And very slowly they both nod as one crystalline tear appears in Rose's eye, and you see a tear roll down the side of her nose, then off of her cheek, and then off of her cheek. It for a second it seems like it turns, even in their ghostly form, it turns solid, and it hits the floor, and it's almost like a small piece of glass shattering for a moment, and there's a little quick flash of light by her feet, and she smiles.
We'll do that. And I go to the toy chest, and since Thorns is still partially open, I'm going to push it open again,
Okay.
just a little bit more. Persephone, could you come help me with their bones, please? Let's get them into this together.
I slowly nod, and as I go to help Liliana, I'll pass the tears that have shattered. Are they physically still there on the ground, shattered?
Make your perception check.
While they're doing that, I want to go up to this crypt at the top
Okay.
and read the name on the door.
Right, I got a 17.
17. There are little slivers of those tears left.
All right, if they're still there after I help Liliana, I'm gonna collect them.
Okay.
I tell Persephone, please don't chew on these bones.
Okay. So
And once we get the bones into there, I want to open up the other tomb, I think Rose's tomb, to see if
Yeah.
there's any toys or something in there, and I want to take...
there's actually, where's Kiertis? You were wanting to
Yeah.
inspect that. There is a stone slab that says Rosavalda Durst on the front of it.
Okay, I want to try and open it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna
I see he's
what are
gonna
you
do
gonna do here? To just try to muscle it open?
Ridri, would you help me with this door like you helped me with the others?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just try and
Strength
force
check,
it open.
strength check with advantage.
that worked well. That's a 3.
3.
These rolls are not on my side tonight.
Begin pushing and pushing and pushing, and then, oh, wait a minute. These doors opened out, and you reach out and pull, and you're able to pull it open. And with a scraping of stone on stone, you look in again, pretty much exactly the same as the crypt next door. There's a dusty chamber and a stone bier with a coffin sitting on top.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other
Okay.
crypt and say to Rose, I'm going to open your coffin now and retrieve your toys. Is that okay?
Do I have consent?
And she nods.
Okay, go back and open the coffin.
Open the coffin. It's completely empty.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go back and speak to her again. Rose, do you know where your toys are?
I gave them all to Thorn to stop him from crying.
Oh, so
Oh.
they're already with and here with Thorn's things.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Alrighty. I'm guessing we have the bones all in there. Everything's laid out.
So, yes, after it only takes a few moments for you to very gently remove the remains, and you can quite easily tell, which bones are smaller and larger. Right. So you have them laid out. What do you want to do with the rest of the remains? They're laid out on the floors, and as Thorn looks from the remains to each one of you, what would you like to do?
Okay. Oh, I thought we were putting them in the tomb.
Okay,
Is it just going to be on the floor or in the coffin?
Well, that's what if you've separated them. You have them. Where would do you want to put them in respective tombs? Do you want to put them all in one? What do you want to do?
I
We'll
thought the
put them
children.
together.
Yeah.
We'll put them together.
Okay, so very gently you lay out the larger remains first, with the decaying clothes that look like that of Rose's, and then you lay the smaller remains on top, and the coffin closes, and you hear it. As it closes, you hear the ringing throughout the stone walls around you, and there's a sigh as the children embrace each other, and they look at you, and the fullness comes back to them. The gaunt figures that you had seen for a moment, they look all almost well and full, like made whole again, as they're surrounded by a radiant white light, and it gets brighter and brighter, and then finally and shoots up through the ceiling, and a bit of calm for a moment, and then the chanting returns as you each receive one inspiration point. As the spirits of the children reach out and touch you, you'll have one inspiration point each that you can add to a dice roll at any point in the future, a saving throw, an attack, or whatever you like, for laying these bodies to rest.
Whew.
And
Where do we put that at?
Just keep it in mind that you have an inspiration point. If I'm not sure that there is a
If you're
spot on your.
there is on D&D Beyond. It's next to your walking speed. There's like an
I see
inspiration
it.
thing.
Yeah, so there is. So yes, you can keep track of your inspiration point there.
You can tell
And
Joey.
I will investigate where the crystallized tear was. Are they still there, or did they dissipate?
They are still there on the floor.
And if I collect the shards, what do I have?
There are 5 shards there that you can clearly see. They're like a very small, elongated crystal. They almost look like a crystal needle. these are work the same as you having been steeped in some necromantic knowledge because of your work with Miguel. You've heard of these incredibly rare gifts that are left behind by the dead sometimes. They work the same as a luck stone. Each one can be used once, just like a luck point, to re-roll any roll.
Damn.
All right, I will keep them on me for now and put them in my human skin bag.
Okay, cool.
Now
So,
what?
now the chanting still continues. But
If I listen very carefully, can I hear or make out any words?
make another perception check.
That's a 3.
The 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 nature of the chanting sound is still too far away from you for you to ascertain what exactly it is.
Well, what now, gang?
We need to find a way over the floor, I believe, where Kiertes took his oil.
Well, I've had a thought about that, but I think we should finish looking around this area before we go on. There is still a little area across that I want to have a look at.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Taking a look down the hall, making your way down, you see there are what appears to be another T-section hallway and another pair of crypts, or at least crypt doors.
Just here.
Yep.
I want to look at see if there's any names on the doors. This one up here.
Uh, there's this on the door. There's a stone slab. It's etched with the name Gustav Durst.
I want to call back to the party and say, I think I found the father's crypt. This might be worth looking at, but I don't want to get attacked by another ghost. Getting possessed, so
They do enjoy you.
The plot thickens. I start petting Skeevers.
Might be worth it, but I'm with you on this, Kiartis. I really don't feel like being possessed again.
It's up to
We
you.
could always
What would you
Let's
like?
get
to do?
it.
open. We can always open the crypt, and then I can mage hand something in there and move things around. See what happens from the safety of outside the door.
That could work.
okay.
We'll try that.
Sounds like a good plan to me. And then I open the door.
Okay. It doesn't take very much. Again, remembering to pull this time. The stone on stone. You open it just enough where you can look inside. Stick your head in, and again, the same as before. There's another. Wait a minute, I just realized something. Am I actually revealing the areas?
No.
Uh,
Need to
Please do.
reveal this.
Nope.
This.
holy shit. Hold on a second.
Get on top of your game, God.
You see only what God wants you to see.
Is that doing it?
This one's we can see now, and this hallway we can see. We can't see there. We can see that one
Oh,
now,
there we go.
and now this one's the only one left. Yep, there we go. So, anybody want to go in and open it this time?
I'll go for it.
I want to look at the other one and see if maybe it has the mother's name on it.
Yeah, we should probably choose wisely which one to open first.
I want to inspect the coffin and see if there's anything different about it from the other two that we.
It's bigger, much bigger.
All right, I'm gonna fling that thing open.
So, steeling yourself and putting your hand on the edge of the coffin lid, and much to your surprise, it is empty.
I'm not sure I'd actually be surprised.
Hey guys, this one's empty.
I want to look around and see if there's any more ghosts appeared.
As you cast about again, looking a little wary from your last encounter with Rose and Thorn, it does not appear that there are any malicious spirits about.
Any delicious spirits?
There is a bottle of rum in the corner.
Ooh.
I go over and lift the bottle of rum.
It's canon now. You said it. Wait, is
I'd
there
like to-
really?
Yes.
Wait. Like, in the book itself, it says there is a bottle of rum in the corner.
Yes.
Huh. You might want to investigate what's inside there before you start drinking it.
Don't question God.
No, I was questioning you.
Ridgery, would you like a drink?
I've still got wine.
Can
More
we
to
focus,
my
please?
liking.
I want to open the lid and just like sniff it,
Okay.
see if it smells like rum
Okay.
or anything else, or if it's gone bad.
It's marked as rum, and it's dark glass, and as you pop the cork on it and stick inside, stick your nose up to it, you swirl it around, the heady aroma of thick spices hits your nose.
While that's happening, I'm checking the other crypt door to see if it does say Elizabeth on there.
It does in fact say Elizabeth Durst.
I'll open it.
Open the door.
I have
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the lid back on and put it in my bag for later to inspect it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to walk inside and see if I can push the lid off.
Okay. As you begin pushing the lid on the coffin, you hear it sounds like thousands and thousands of tiny feet. As suddenly from behind the back of the the coffin, you see three medium-sized centipedes begin to make their way out, and you see the heads and legs of more as they begin swarming around the top of it.
Oh shit. Oh god. Help! Help! Centipedes, help!
Haha, silly Liliana. Centipedes won't help you.
That's not what. Oh, fuck this. I'm gonna.
Okay, you
Um,
waited too long to
Sacred
tell me
flame.
what you waited too long to tell me what to do. Roll initiative.
Shit!
Do you have any
No.
boric acid?
Shit. Okay. What's my
all of us,
initiative?
or
No, my initiative is +0. Okay, never mind. Fuck. Okay, that's an 8.
I got a 12.
Eh.
I got 20.
Woohoo! Oh wait, that's not a nat 20, is it? That's a
I
dirty
got
20.
7.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kiertis got a 20. Okay, who was next?
I got
Persephone
12.
with
Huh?
Persephone with 12.
12. Leliana
8.
and Ridri.
7.
So Kiertis, hearing Leliana's cries, help, centipedes. She's struck for a moment with what to do. You jump into action and
Well, need to run to this door.
huh?
Need to run to this door because I'm still up here.
Oh shit.
So I move down here. And look inside and see what's wrong.
No, you can use that only see 10, 20, 30. It takes your movement to get to the door.
Is that 30 feet? That well, my movement's 35
Yeah.
on it. So, what size are the centipedes? Like, are they small, big?
Medium.
They're about the size of your arm.
I'm just gonna knock an arrow and fire out the closest one I can see.
Okay, cool. Roll to hit.
18.
18 definitely
No.
hits. Huh?
No, 20.
20 hits. So roll your damage real quick. You can add your sneak bonus too if you want to, because they're currently engaged with someone else.
What's the sneak bonus? I didn't think I had sneak bonus.
Aren't you a rogue?
I'm a ranger.
Oh, never mind. Fuck me. Okay.
Damage is 11.
11. Okay. That's it. Your arrow and pins one up against the coffin. Persephone, what would you like to do?
So apparently I can use acid splash on 2 creatures that are within 5 feet of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that there are 3?
There were 3 that you could see right off the bat. It's
Okay.
being familiar with swarms though, there's probably way more than that.
Yeah. I'm actually going to use acid splash on let's see. Is there any chance that I'll hit Liliana if I use acid splash?
Nah, you have enough control over it from this distance.
Okay, so do I roll 1d6? Or do I roll 2d6 because there are 2 different centipedes, or 1d6 and then we use the same one on both of them?
Use them, yeah, use it. Actually, the swarm has, yeah, just hold a second. You roll to hit with acid splash, or it hits automatically, doesn't it?
Let's see.
Nope, make a range. Nope, the target's got to see it. It hits automatically. The targets have to make a dex
Okay.
save.
Okay.
What's
So am I doing 2d6 or 1d6?
1d6.
1d6 for both of them? Okay. Ooh, that's actually a 6.
Okay,
Nice.
Okay, plus your spell modifier.
Oh, where would I find that? Oh, that's my intelligence, right?
Let's see. Holy shit, plus 5. So 11 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Let's see, what's your spell DC?
My spell DC?
Yeah. Your spell difficulty class.
Well, where would I find that?
It's your intelligence plus your
Are you on the roll 20?
yeah.
If you just go to, like, we've got actions, spells, equipment. If you just go to spells, it gives you the modifier spell attack and save DC.
Save DC 13. Which the swarm did save, so that knocks it down to
Oh, I see. I see it all.
yeah. To 6 damage. So 18. Okay.
That's still good.
Oh yeah, that's still a good bit of damage. Now it's the centipede's turn.
No.
Let's see. So with a 17 and an 8 and a 10, 3 bite attacks on you. Persephone or Leliana.
17 hits. The other 2 do not.
Wait, is there 3 of them still alive? I thought I killed one.
There's still more pouring out from underneath.
I was about to say, there's only 3 we can see.
Ah.
Let's see. Oh, I need more D4s. Oh my god. Let's see. 2 plus 6, 7 for 8 points of damage.
Oh, ouch.
As the centipedes begin crawling up your arm and finding purchase on the backs of your hands, and one swirls around your leg and
Nope, I am not liking this. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, hold on. A second. What is it? Oh, here we go.
okay.
Ooh, I'm at 7 HP. Holy crap.
Which brings us to you, Leliana. What do you do in return?
Oh, fuck. Let's see. Can I... Oh, gosh. You said 2 are on me, or...
Yes, they've begun. There's one that's crawled up your arm, and one that's like beginning to curl around your leg. They're like half on, half off of you.
Oh, okay. I am going to stomp on the one that's at my feet.
Okay.
Wait. Shit. All right. So I roll the d20. What do I add to that?
For melee,
Mm-hmm.
simple melee, it's see, 20 plus your strength modifier. Let me
Okay.
look at something real quick.
Wait, where's my strength? Where's my strength?
Would that be an unarmed strike?
Yeah. Because
So it should
I'm
be-
stomping on it.
So it should be in your actions. There should
Um,
be one saying unarmed strike,
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
and it will give you your
know,
hit. It'll be
Here,
+2.
here's some. Okay, you can still just. I'm not going to do this all the time, but you said you wanted to use Sacred Flame before. If you want to
Yeah.
use Sacred Flame now, you can target the other half of the centipedes that are not on you, and you can pretty much. I mean, they're all right in
Oh.
front of you. If you want to use your Sacred Flame, you can at this point.
Okay, well then I will use my Sacred Flame.
I didn't want you to think that was
Still-
not an option.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to let you know. There's still half on, half off of you. Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess while I'm... Is this at disadvantage because I'm struggling with the ones that are, like, attacking me?
No. As a matter of fact, you don't have to do anything because it's a cantrip.
Mhm.
They have to make their saving throws. So if we go back to your character sheet, go
Okay.
to
So I for
see.
that I roll.
Hey, your spell DC is 13, so they have to roll saving throws.
Okay.
2, 7, 3. They all fail. So roll your damage for your sacred flame. That is going to be
1d8
1d8 plus your
modifier, right?
your modifier is plus 3.
Okay.
No, sorry, spell attack is plus 5.
Oh, okay. So that's do I roll that 3 times then, or just once?
No, just once. They
Okay, so that's 6.
plus 5.
No, it was a 1 plus 5. It's a 6
Okay,
total.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the swarm begins to, as the sacred flame erupts from your hand, and you hear like these little shrieks as the little legs begin to burn, and they're twisting, and they recoil slightly, and then begin lunging backwards. A few more have fallen away, but the swarm looks badly damaged, but there's still a little bit of fight left in them as they been making their way out. Ridgery, what do you want to do?
Hearing all the commotion. First of all, I need to ask: is cunning action separate from my bonus action? Is that like a separate bonus action I can take every?
Cunning action is that's your cunning action.
Yeah.
What is your cunning action?
It says you can take a bonus action on each of your turns to take the dash, disengage, or hide.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that's like on your bonus action, you can use your bonus action to dash, disengage, or hide. That is those are your cunning actions, yes. But you use those. It's not an extra bonus action. But you can use.
Okay, yeah, I
Those
just
are the
wanted
things
to.
you can do on your bonus action, or as
I
your
just
bonus
wanted to
action.
make. Okay, so I am going to.
Like a fighter can't use their bonus action to hide.
Right,
But
right.
that's a strictly a rogue thing.
So I'm going to use the cunning action to dash from here all the way into the room to the center.
Okay, cool. So movement plus bonus action gets you into the room where you see the dying flames from Leliana's sacred flame and what's left of this swarm of centipedes writhing and twitching as they're beginning to coil themselves around each other and attack as one again. What's left of them?
Okay, I'm gonna attack with my dagger and rapier combo.
Okay.
And do I roll for each of those or just one?
I believe. Okay, it's going to be you get one attack with either your rapier or your dagger, because you would have to use your bonus action as an offhand attack to attack twice, and you've already used your bonus action to dash. So, but you can use your rapier if you want to jump in there and take.
Oh yeah, okay, I see that. Yeah, so I'm gonna use my rapier to try to impale.
Cool. Roll to hit.
I rolled a
what?
13.
13 does hit.
Okay.
Okay, roll your damage.
That is 9.
9. As you push your way past Leliana, the sacred flame dying down, and you see the centipedes spinning around each other, and you lunge forward and you hear the sickening sound as it plunges through their flesh. and realize that your blade has found its way true, and where they had been coiling around each other, you managed to take the last 4 that were readying to attack all at once, and the swarm and begins falling away and falling off the sides of the coffin and hitting the ground with a thick, sickly wet as the swarm of centipedes is defeated.
I'm
Even the
gonna.
ones. Wait, even the ones that were attacking me.
Yes, you burned them. You burned the
Okay,
ones that
good.
were attacking you. They
I'm
they
gonna. I'm
recoiled.
gonna let out.
They recoiled because of the sacred flame, and then began twisting
Ah.
around each other to attack all as one.
I'm gonna let out a very heavy sigh and wipe the centipede guts off my rapier on Liliana's.
You ass.
You should have just
Ouch.
fed the dog to him.
Ridgery, I swear to Paylord, you keep doing this. You keep trying to get rid of the dog. I swear, I will sacred flame you into the 9 hells.
I'm just saying, there's been multiple
Duh.
situations where sacrificing the dog would have saved somebody.
No.
Let's see what's in this coffin. I'm gonna reach down, open up the coffin.
And surprise, surprise. It's completely empty.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Because I am at 7 freaking hit points. Okay, Cure Wounds, that's a
Anyone
1d8.
noticed?
3.
Has anyone noticed that we have the parents and the 2 children, their graves down here, but not the 3rd child?
God damn it.
Or any of the others.
It's 4. Jesus.
The nanny told us that there were more.
Oh,
That there were 6 children.
well, perhaps if we explore a little further, we might find them.
I
And
just
I
healed
won-
myself 4 points.
Woo!
So I'm
It's
now at 11.
better than 1 point.
I'm at 11 out of 15.
By the way, do I still have little skeevers in my mage hand that I keep poking at?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like I'm making progress with him at all, or does he still seem vicious? Or scared? You know.
He looks hungry.
I'll
I'm
take
going-
some food. Yes?
I was just gonna say I'm gonna go over to the coffin, and I still have the wedding ring on, so I'm just gonna take it off and put it in the coffin.
Okay. You lay it
I'm
out
gonna.
onto the silks and felts. The silk pillow where Elizabeth's head should be, and you lay it up there on the pillow.
Don't you want to present that to Elizabeth herself once we meet her?
Nope.
Okay.
She took it off for a reason, but I'm still just gonna give it back to her. It could stay there.
I want to go in and retrieve my arrow.
Okay. Easy enough.
Kyrtis.
Clean the guts off. Put it back in the quiver.
Okay. Done.
Yes, Ridry.
Question. Yeah, you said you had an idea for how we were going to cross your fun pit.
I wouldn't exactly call it fun. But
I'm trying
yes,
to clean the.
I have an
off.
idea. Let's return to the dining room.
Okay.
What we need will be in there.
Okay, as you make your way into the dining room,
I assume the puppy is following us around because I've put the dog down. I'm
Yeah,
not carrying him right
he's
now.
actually he's been in the dining room this whole time, gnawing on a human skull.
Aww.
I'm gonna walk over to him and just start cuddling him with a little bit.
Okay.
I thought it was
Persephone.
He's sitting,
Persephone.
he's sitting there biting on the skull, and the jaw pops off, and he's like picks it up, and he's running around
Aww.
with the bottom jaw.
How adorable.
Persephone, this dog's been watching you too much.
I don't know what you're talking about. Not at all. But the puppy needs to stay away from Miguel.
You still have pieces of finger in your teeth.
Oh. I thought those were my teeth.
Similar, but no.
All right, Curtis, what is this plan?
Well, these benches look long enough to make it across that gap. I was thinking pushing them across the gap and using them as a path to walk across.
Why not
But
the
is it
whole
gonna
table?
hold us?
The table's heavier.
There's 4 of us.
Yes, but then we need to push it across the gap.
Fair enough.
Does it look like the benches will snap in half if we walk across them?
Make a perception check.
That will be 14.
14. Oh, you're the benches look like they're pretty sturdy. Like you should be able to make it right across. Um, you notice this area right here. It looks,
Yeah, I want to go and have a look down there. So I was just thinking.
yeah, as you notice that there's actually, it looks like this might actually go a little bit further. So as you begin, stick your head in the hallway, and it's not revealing again, is it?
No.
Not yet.
Eventually. Ah.
Yes. What would you like to do?
Shall we look a little further?
Sure.
Wait.
Wait, isn't that the hallway where the pit was?
No, that's on the left.
over here.
Ah, okay.
I think it might be a good idea to hang back in this area for a little, in this dining room for a little while, and just take stock, tend to our wounds.
Okay.
We've taken a few injuries in the last few hours since we've been down here.
Well, if we're gonna do that, I'll take the time and I'll try to feed skeevers and interact with them.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna chill for an hour?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take a short rest.
Okay, cool. Again, as you sit, kind of try to take stock of what all's going on, what perhaps you've gotten yourself into. In settling in, the chanting kind of echoing off the stones around you.
Actually,
Hear this?
I'll pause for a moment. Do I feel like the chanting is actually affecting me or the group?
You look around, your eyes going from one to the next. Make an insight check.
I
Ooh,
just gotta
that would be
chill up my
17.
spine.
It looks as though Ridri and Kiertis are, they seem to be unaffected by it. Um, Leliana's looking almost a little nervous.
I just gotta chill up my spine, so yeah. Be a little bit nervous.
Make a quick animal handling check,
Gee.
Persephone.
8.
8.
8.
You managed to pull some of your rations out of your pack, and 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 little Skeeves whops it down hungrily and begins to relax somewhat in your hand, but there's still almost a little maliciousness in his eyes. He resents it. He's a little bit more accepting of it now with his full tummy.
Aw. Wait until you take a nap time.
Uh, while this all's going on, I want to check to see what's damage the spikes did in my armor.
Okay,
See if it's like extensive or whether it's just minor damage.
taking a look over your armor again. Here's it. Most of the damage is superficial. Um, it looks like most of it from where it caught on fire from the oil lamp. Yeah, the little bits of it. With a little bit of oil and a little bit of elbow grease, that'll work out. But it should do its job at stopping an arrow or a short sword if it comes down to it.
Actually, I have a question for Liliana.
Yes.
Do you happen to have the spell or the cantrip mending?
I do not. I have Sacred Flame, Spare the Dying, and Thaumaturgy.
Alrighty then. I'll keep that in mind. Are we good on our hour, guys? Are we ready to go?
It is. Again, a few more times, the chanting kind of it grows and swells, recedes, grows and recedes, but it is ever present. It is, as you hear from back the direction that you came, you hear a the sound of metal on stone. As the hour passes, you're able to use your hit die.
Does that sound like maybe somebody in a suit of armor, walking around?
Make a perception check.
Fuck.
Which direction? From
From the
this
direction.
way?
From the direction. The direction that
God. Damn it.
no, back up that direction.
So east.
That's a 5.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and Minor Illusion like a one-way door at I can't highlight it, but at the panel where like we can see other way, like towards the sound.
Oh, the sun's up this way.
Oh, the sound is up that way. Hold on, let me scoot up. I'm gonna Minor Illusion a wall. We can see one way, but if they look coming our way, they just see a wall
Okay.
blending into the rest of the wall.
Very
I'm gonna
good.
hold it and see what happens.
Okay.
And I got a 5.
It sounded like metal on stone, but you couldn't place the sound. Like it sounded more like heavy iron than armor.
No, this is very unnerving. I do not.
Again, as you wait 5 minutes, 6, 7. The only sounds that follow is the chanting from below.
All right, so we have two options. Either go back behind us and figure out where that sound came from, or go forward to the strange room of which we have no idea where it leads to.
Well, I'm not a fan of being thrown from balconies, so I say we continue.
Yes, I agree. Move forward, but keep an eye behind us. I will stay at the back and keep watching behind.
Okay.
I also want to point out that while we were doing the rest, I took the human skull that Fenrir was messing around with
Uh-huh.
and poured a little bit of water in it for him to drink.
Okay.
Aww. See, someone cares about the dog.
And then whenever
What
he
a
was done with
waste.
when he was done with it, offered it up what was left up the skewers.
Aww. Does Skeevers take the water too?
You're gonna put trying to feed or trying to give Skeever some water too.
Yeah,
See,
with my hands out of the way, like holding the bottom of the skull.
like he laps it up thirstily. He's
Careful, ladies, he's trying to take your pets.
Well, he already has you.
I'm going to scoop up Fenris and slowly make my way towards that forward. Just, I guess we're going forward.
okay. Again, as you make your way down, you can see down a long hallway, another off to the side. As you move into here, the chanting here becomes louder.
Does the chanting seem to be maybe possibly bothering the dog?
As you move into this hallway and you look down at the dog, as you move further and further down this hallway, point out where you are to me now.
Shit. It won't ping for me.
Okay.
Yeah, where the purple was.
Okay.
There.
Yes.
You can see down a hallway here. We've already revealed the hallway to there. But you hear is this? For our dark lord, for our dark lord, for our dark lord, for
Well, that's not
our
ominous.
dark lord.
You hear that, Miguel? They're chanting about you.
And as you look down at Fenric, now he's like cowering in your arms, and his eyes have gone wide, and his ears are blade back.
Poor Fenris. I'm sorry. It's okay.
I'm gonna ready my dagger and rapier and go down this way.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand here and just look east, make sure there's nothing coming.
Okay. Make your perception check. You make your way down into the. There is actually.
13.
I feel so bad. I don't want to take him down here, but I don't want to leave him back there where he could get hurt.
You can always take a nap.
That was a 13.
13,
I don't think that's
looking
gonna
back
work.
across the room where Persephone had put up the vision of the wall, and there's doesn't seem to be any movement.
Okay, then I want to start following those guys.
Okay, so making your way down, you enter a room that is just festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the wall. Wide alcove in the south contains a painted wooden statue carved with the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb.
I'd like to go and inspect the statue.
And don't take the orb yet. I'll call out.
Does
Don't worry
his
about me.
does his cloak look like the one that I'm wearing?
Very much.
Oh fuck.
Well, what's wrong?
Ah, that just is ominous.
Do I notice anything special about the orb that the statue's?
It looks to be like a smoky gray crystal. It's even in the dark, it seems almost luminescent.
If I look to the skeleton,
If you look up to the face is, well, gaunt, is incredibly handsome.
if I look to the skeletons, does it look like I can see the cause of death?
Make your actually looking for a cause of death. Make
Yeah.
a medicine check.
Make a taxidermy check.
I wish. That'll be
I want to.
that'll
go
be
ahead.
13.
13.
Yeah.
As you're looking at what's left of the skeletons and sitting or there's marks on the bones around the necks, around the collarbones, and near the wrists that look like they've been carved on in almost a ceremonial fashion.
Ugh.
Carved on by teeth or a weapon?
By the looks of it, a very, very sharp blade.
Is there a name plaque on the statue? Any?
No, there is not.
I want to walk all the way down here where it looks like, I'm guessing it looks like there's another door.
Okay,
Yes,
again,
right there. I'm gonna walk down there and look through that.
there is
Another door. If
Okay.
I walk,
I'll just sit there and wait for the rest of them. Not gonna move.
I'm just gonna
If
go
I-
down and inspect that.
Lord, for our dark Lord, for our dark Lord, for our dark Lord. You can hear it very clearly chanting in this room where the statue is.
Of course it's where the statue is.
if
Archer,
I,
you might want to get away from there.
I head
it
over.
seems to be coming from all directions in here.
I'm gonna head over to the door and is there like a keyhole or anything I can?
Yeah, I wanted to check the door for traps.
Oh, you okay? So, inspecting the door. How are you going to inspect the door?
nice.
Oh, I thought it was like just a perception check, like checking the edges, just make sure there's no like tripwires, no traps, no pressure plates or anything like that.
That's a waste of a 20.
Yeah,
Oh, so you rolled a 20 to check for it?
yeah.
There doesn't seem to be a seam.
Persephone, did you want to look at that orb?
Yeah, I want to use my Arcana check on the orb and the statue. and see if there's anything magical going on here.
Make your Arcana check.
Bam. That'll be 17.
Lord. There is definitely a magical feel to this orb and this statue.
So what if we hide in the other room and I mage hand this orb away? You want to see what happens if the skeletons come to life or if a door opens?
Well, we're already here
As-
with a door.
I think it might be a better idea to do it on the other end of the room. We don't want to be trapped. We don't want to be trapped here if these skeletons come to life.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We'll go there.
Back out.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So where am I standing before I do this mage hand? Right there? I'll be with everyone else. And I guess I'm mage handing the orb.
Okay, so as your mage hand appears from you in front of you, something that you're not used to, what normally looks like a spectral green hand that floats forward, now completely different effect. The mage hand that comes out and moves forward looks to be a skeletal hand.
Ooh.
It moves across the room towards the orb.
That's oddly fitting.
As she does that, I quickly grab Scavers because I realize she's dropped them from the mage hand.
Okay, cool. Make a quick animal handling check. You grab the
That's an 18.
18. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Scabbard's just he doesn't seem to fight or struggle as you scoop him up, and the mage hand reaches out and it reaches to the orb and touches it, and there's a quick flash of red light fills the room, and you see 5 shadows in the room
Fuck.
for a split second as the light recedes, and you hear welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna snatch the orb and run away.
Okay.
Run!
Oh god.
Where are you running to? Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess we're all following.
That's up to you. Is that what you want to do?
I want to run up to this way and see what's down here.
Okay. As you make your way down, it opens up another hallway. You proceed further down.
But as I'm going, I want to use like the bottom of my bow and like just tap the floor,
Okay.
make sure it's not gonna fall out beneath me again.
Okay. Carefully make your way down.
Alright, so I also have the orb in my mage hand following us now, right?
That is correct.
I
Maybe put the orb in the bag?
wanted to investigate it real quick before I do that.
No, that works. Yeah.
Good.
Can I put like Scavers in a pocket or something just to
Sure.
so I can free up my hands so I can
Okay.
use my bow
So,
like in like a breast pocket or like an inside pocket or something.
okay. Yeah, you can certainly slip him into your pocket, and you make your way into what looks like you can see the emblem that had been on the books about the cult upstairs prominently displayed on the walls. This area much more handsomely furnished, much cleaner. There's a table set in the center of the room with two high-backed chairs, and a clay jug and two clay flagons on top of the table. Iron candlesticks stand in two corners. The candles long since melted away, wax dripping, having dripped from them and adhered to the floor, and a chandelier up above the table in the middle of the room.
I'd like to
And
go over to the far wall behind the table,
I mean, like
where
right,
it looks like there might be
right
another
there?
door.
Right there?
No. No, the other side.
Right there?
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, taking a look down. You can see down.
I want to look to see what's just on the table.
On the table, there's an empty clay jug and two clay flagons.
Is there anything in the flagons?
They're empty.
Andy, probably just said that.
And looking at the orb, do I see anything else about it before I put it away?
The glow that it seemed to have when it was in the hand of the statue, seems to be fading ever so slightly, very slowly, fading away. Make a perception check.
That would be 9.
9. And as the light, the glowing gray fades and fades, and right before it fades out completely, it looks for a moment as if it looks at you and in a quick wink.
It winked at me?
What it looks like.
Pray tell, how does an orb wink?
You wink with your eyes, and they're kind of orbs.
Then it would be blinking.
Unless it was,
It was
a cyclops.
It's almost as if there were two lids, like eyelids, over the light for a moment.
I'm
being
gonna put
spied
this
on.
thing away.
Yeah. Being spied on. I want to go into the room and look at the I guess the
Yeah, I
footstool or whatever by the bed.
want to follow them in as well. Follow her in. And is this a chest here?
Hold on one second.
Yeah, that's what I want to look at.
I'm gonna stay along this wall and just like have my weapons out, crouch.
Okay, so as you make your way into the room, the room contains a large wood-framed bed with a rotted feather mattress, a wardrobe, a pair of iron candlesticks, an open crate containing maybe a score and a half torches. There's a leather sack. At the foot of the bed, there's appears to be a wooden footlocker. You notice hanging in the far corner, back behind one of the candlesticks, there's a body hanging from a noose.
Oh, jeez. I'd like to look in the footlocker.
I would like to look in the leather sack.
Okay, as you make your way into the room, Leliana goes to the footlocker, taking one look at the far corner where there's a body hanging in a noose, In turning her attention to the footlocker, you find a folded cloak, a wooden coffer. When you look inside the coffer, there are four potions in it, and you know from your work with the clergy that these are healing potions. A chain shirt, a mess kit, a flask of something that's got writing on the outside. It's labeled Alchemist Fire. A bullseye lantern, a set of thieves' tools. Um,
I'll definitely take the healing potions. Um, you said there was an alchemist bottle.
a, a bottle that's marked. It's got like a small pewter label affixed to it that's curved to shape with the shape of the bottle, and it's written in a stylized common. It says Alchemist's Fire.
Alchemist.
I think either Ridgery or Treeborn should have the Alchemist Fire. It would make the most use to them, I believe.
I know Ridry's gonna get the thieves' tools. We'll hold that aside for him.
Reggie already has thieves' tools.
Can
Oh, now
anybody
you
else
have
use
more.
thieves' tools?
I don't know. Can a ranger use thieves' tools?
You can always try.
I could give it a shot.
All right. Well, I'll hand the thieves' tools to you then, Kyotis. Does the lantern look like that it can be, it's like ready to be used, or is it like used up?
Is what now?
The lantern, is it like, is there still like oil or something in it, or?
Yes, there is. It's completely full of oil.
Okay.
I just
I guess
turn
that-
around. I just turn around to Leliana and say, "Keep that lantern away from Persephone."
She owes me one.
I believe Kiertis was wanting to look inside the
leather sack.
the leather sack.
Right.
There are 15 black candles inside.
The cloak that was in the footlocker, I'm actually going to, because Ridry ruined the one that I was wearing by smearing guts all over it. I'm gonna switch it out.
Okay.
Take off the nasty one and put on the other one.
Okay.
Actually, as I look at the body, do I recognize the body?
Make a perception check.
Okay. So there was,
With advantage.
Just trying to.
With
Oh, sure,
haha,
sure.
it might be who I think it is then. 14.
The face doesn't look familiar, but the clothes do. You've seen them in a painting upstairs.
Hey, buddy, are you having a hard day? I pat the dead body. It's okay, just hang in there.
What?
As you pat, when you pat the body, something falls to the floor that had been stuck in the hand. A piece of paper flutters to the floor.
Pick it up and read it.
My beloved children, I wish I could do what all fathers do and tell you that monsters aren't real, but it wouldn't be true. Life can create things of exquisite beauty, but it can also twist them into hideous beings, selfish, violent, grotesque, monstrous. It hurts me to say that your mother has turned into one such monster, inside and out, and I'm afraid the disease that afflicted her mind has taken hold of me as well. It sickens me to think what we've put you through. There is no excuse. I only ask of you, though I know I do not have the right to do so, to try and forgive us. I despise what your mother has become, but I love and pity her all the same. Rose, I wish I could see you blossom into a strong, beautiful woman. Thorn, Walter, I wish I could be there for you. but I can't. This is the only way. Goodbye.
Wait. How old is this body?
They said that they've been dead 300 years.
Okay, so it's not like a rotting body, it's a skeleton.
It's pretty gross.
But does it look like it's 300 years old?
Children are so bad at timekeeping.
I find it a little strange if the skeleton, or if this body is not like bones, and it's the father.
I find it strange that he mentioned Walter, yet he was supposed to be the stillborn child.
I find this entire house strange.
Touche. Shall we
I'd like to check
continue
the
on?
wardrobe.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to take the bag of black candles and take them over to Persephone.
Okay.
These any use to you?
I will tell you right after Liliana finds what's in there.
So you go and open
The wardrobe.
the wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't want to give it first, and as you do, as you fling it open, the smell of dust and decay hits you in the face. You hear, he is ancient. He is the land. He is ancient. He is the land. He is ancient. Voices calling over and over and over again. He is ancient. He is the land. He is ancient. He is the land. As you see back,
Is there a body in here?
you take a look down, and there, a much decayed corpse of what you can only assume by the clothing is one Elizabeth Durst.
Oh.
I'd like to
Wanna-
check the body.
A very
You want to put a ring on it?
a very fine piece of gold chain pulled taut around the neck, and the neck bones that you can see exposed, ever so slightly broken.
Oh, gods, he strangled her. I'm gonna take the chain. I don't know why, I'm just gonna do it.
Oh, so you'll give her ring back, but you're gonna take her necklace, of which she was still wearing.
She was choked to death with it. He strangled her.
Oh my god, that
So yes, I'm going to take
I'm
it.
gonna loot her body.
Oh, you poor thing! You don't need this anymore.
Okay, she's the
I
rogue.
just
now.
wanna,
Let me start.
no,
That
I want
was
to.
fucking shocking. That was a brilliant. Thank you so much. That just made my whole fucking night. Oh, poor thing.
I
Let
just
me
want to look
unburden-
at it.
Let me unburden you.
Too bad you already have inspiration.
Oh Jesus Christ. Oh god. Hold a second. I gotta compose myself. I have to wipe the tears out of my eyes. That was fucking awesome. Oh shit. Holy shit. I'm going to. Fuck. I'm too bad we're not on Twitch. Somebody clip that. Oh my god.
Go back into the audio later.
Right?
Just
Roger
cut that part out.
Fuck. Holy shit.
Oh, I think my alignment's changing.
Oh.
Hey, you've been with us too long.
One more time for chat. Lawful good. Yes.
Congratulations,
Actually, no.
Liliana. You're our best among.
Liliana
I'm
of
neutral.
Prey. Okay.
I'm neutral.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Alright.
Whew,
Well,
okay.
since I see her looting the body, I'll turn to our hanged friend. Does he have anything of value on him before I investigate the candles?
Okay. As you go and pat down the body, there's a very, very fine ring hanging from what's left of the finger and from a finger on the hand where the letter fell from. That is it's looks to be made of gold and platinum and set with in the end of each blade of the windmill icon that's on it, there is set a very, very beautiful tiny diamond.
Alright, take it.
So
We could probably use that diamond depending on how much it's worth.
Or, we can
wait,
put it in his
I
grave.
don't have
so
Revivify
you go,
yet.
So
Shit.
you go and you begin pulling on the ring, and as it gets up over the knuckle, and the whole finger pops off with it. So
Oh, I needed finger food. Thank you. Alright.
Okay.
So, one last
Was
thing.
there anything? Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna look at Curatus's candles and see if there's anything unique about them.
okay, cool. Make a perception check.
Can I make a perception check on the chain as well that I've just taken?
What would you like to know about it?
Gosh, what I don't know about it. Huh.
She'll think about it.
Yeah.
While I'm crouched out here, just kind of watching the entranceway with my weapons out, I'm gonna put my dagger in my belt and pull out the silvered sword that I looted earlier,
Okay, cool.
and just kind of like swing it around a little.
Getting bored?
Actually, Persephone, can you detect magic?
Not yet, but I can look at it and see what my Arcana roll says. By the way, I got a
Yeah.
16 for the candles.
For the candles,
Mm-hmm.
as you hold them up, these black candles, and you kind of tilt them back and forth, and you're looking at them, like holding them up to what little light there is. It feels and looks as if they might be filled with some kind of liquid.
Oh, wait. Was that perception or Arcana for...
Perception.
Oh, okay, yeah, 16. Okay, I was right. And then I'll take a look at Liliana's... Oh, by the way, Curatus, I think we should bring those candles with us, just in case.
Okay. Do you want me to carry them, or do you want to take them?
He already gave them to you. They're yours.
Oh.
Well, I
Okay,
didn't actually.
I'll-
I offered them up and said, "Are they any use to you?" And she didn't actually take them.
Oh, okay.
Huh. If you're gonna carry around skeevers, I can carry around the candles. And then... I
I'll hand
will
her
look
the
at...
chain.
Yeah,
The chain
can
is
I-
the chain is super finely crafted. It's as you pick it up, you've taken it off of her head. As you take it over her head, it feels super fine, and it strikes you for a moment. How could anything so thin and fine be used to strangle someone? And you kind of pull on it, and pull, and it's super freaking strong. It's
do I
incredibly.
sense anything magical about it?
Can't tell you. Not just by looking at it.
Put it back over her head, shrug, and then walk towards Tenpenny.
Okay, cool.
Was the chain like gold, or was it some like maybe mithril? Because the only thing I could think of that would be light but strong is mithril.
God won't tell you.
It looks to be gold.
Okay, well, we'll go. I'll leave it there. We'll go.
And how many black candles was that, by the way?
How many was that? 1 second.
You said 15.
15.
All right.
Do we want to try your plan again, Kiartis?
Well, there was that other path. Maybe we should check that first.
Okay.
What spot in that hallway did the floor collapse?
Yep, right there.
That
Bam. That's it. Right in the middle.
okay.
As we're walking out of this room back towards Ridley, I just want to quickly check on Skeevers, make sure he's still in my pocket.
Yep, he's still there.
Do you want to keep holding him?
Sure, he's not bothering me.
He can
be
as
like
you
your
look
little-
at as you look down in there to make sure he's still in your pocket, he's actually chewing a hole in the bottom of it.
Aww.
He's
Okay,
If I look at Fenris, is he okay or is he still pretty freaked out?
he's got his ears tucked back. He hasn't been following you this whole time. He's as you make your way back up. He is.
I was carrying him.
Oh, you thought you were carrying him the whole time? Yes, he's had
Yeah.
his ears tucked back the entire time. He keeps looking into the corners and the shadows. Everywhere that you go, he's looking about into the shadows, like he can see something that you can't, and he's whimpering the whole time. His ears turned back, his eyes large.
Oh, poor puppy.
And all
And
the
I'm gonna
time
throw
you
a
can
little-
still hear the chant. He is ancient. He is the land. He is ancient. He is the land.
Those skeletons really need to shut up.
Maybe
As
you
I
can
knew-
have Miguel talk to them.
Yes.
as I notice Skeevers chewing a hole in my pocket, I want to reach in and pull him out.
Okay.
I'm just going to hold him up. Look at him. If you can keep chewing a hole in my pocket, I'm going to feed you to the puppy.
I'm gonna take Skeevers back in my mage hand.
Okay.
Why not in
as
your
you as you
hand?
as you take this rat out of your pocket and you're holding him up and scolding him, and he and bares his teeth one time, and all of a sudden he's snatched from your grasp from a skeletal, ghostly hand.
Ah.
Persephone's mage hand drags him away.
I just shrug. One less thing for me to care about.
Naughty Skeevers. Alright, so
Let's go look down
We're
the
gonna-
hallway.
we're gonna continue on with the plan of taking
wanted-
the table and
I wanted to check here first.
As you look down the hallway,
Oh.
you see a set of stairs that goes down.
oh.
Well, okay then.
So you making
So-
your way down the hall. The set of stairs heading down.
How about we have our 10-penny friend go in front of us and check for traps?
All right. So I'm gonna like hug the left side of this staircase.
Okay.
On just slowly make my way down,
Cool,
inspecting
make-
everything.
Make your stealth check.
That's a 6.
So, I mean, very carefully making your way down the stairs. All of a sudden, you realize that your dagger, as you're making your way down, is sticking out just a little bit too far as you're hugging the wall. And it goes and scraping against the wall and echoes off around you.
Ugh.
You stop for a second and then poke your head around the corner.
All right, I'm gonna keep hugging the wall
take a look.
around.
And take a look further down.
I'll
Stairs
look
descend-
back at the group and wave them all forward, and like motion that there's more.
This just keeps going on and on and on. Okay. Are we sure we don't want to just leave the house? We found out where the
He is
parents
the land.
were.
He is ancient.
Have you
We still
forgotten
have to
about
deal
the
with
fog?
fog.
He is ancient.
Will we
Fuck.
be able to leave?
Is the land.
I don't even know now.
Is ancient.
You know, we can always just go
He
upstairs
is
and
the
check the
land.
windows.
He is ancient. He is the land.
I'm gonna continue down the
He
stairs.
is ancient. He is
Guess
the
we
land.
follow him.
He, as it descends further and further, you'll look down on your map.
Yeah.
Make your way down, descending further and further into the depths.
Well, what now, gang?
You're in place.
I'm still just going down the stairs.
Yeah. We can only go down.
So, making your turn. So wait. You make your way down to a large room. He is ancient. He is the land. You hear a dozen voices over and over. He is ancient. He is the land. As you step into this room, he is ancient. He is the land. 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 You hear the voices stop and echo.
Am I the only one in the room at this point?
No, I
think
followed
we
you.
followed you.
Yeah,
So they're
we
close
followed
on your
you.
heels as you step into the room.
We don't see the room on the map anyway.
I do.
Hey, do. You
I
gotta
don't.
scroll
Scroll
down.
down. Scroll down.
Oh, scroll
Oh, okay, there it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this off the bat. Those
I'm
nooks
just
and crannies, I can't help but notice that there's maybe 15 of them, and we have maybe 15 candles.
It looks like there's.
as all of these dozen people stop chanting and look at me, I'm going to start
There-
chanting.
There's no
Right.
there's nobody in here.
Oh, there's no
Um,
people.
There's
oh.
no people. They were just voices that stopped as soon as you entered the room.
Oh, I'm gonna
Dang.
start. I'm
I
gonna
wanna
start
inspect the
chanting
alcove.
it.
I want to inspect the
Persephone, are you
alcove.
wanting to set this up?
No, I want to watch everyone else first.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk in, being like, "He is ancient. He is the land."
Okay.
I want to move in and just inspect this alcove.
There's a small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws. It looks like perhaps a goblin's hand on a loop of rope.
Persephone, there's something here that might interest you.
Always with the dead things. I love it.
I just want to
Looks
move
like
on.
there's looks like
the
over here
next- in the
the
next-
first one looks like a skull.
I'm gonna walk with Kiratus.
The next one, there's a knife carved from a human bone.
Oh, I'm resisting putting everything in my bag so much.
Is the
Hmm.
first one a skull? It looks like a skull.
No, that was the mummified hand.
No,
No,
that
that was
was
the second
that was
one.
the second one.
Oh, I thought it was this one.
No, that looks like a skull.
Do you want to inspect that alcove?
Yeah.
The very first one is an 8-inch diameter varnished orb that looks like it's made from an eye from some sort of monster.
Oh boy. That's creepy.
Does it look similar to an orb that we've seen previously?
This is like my favorite room in the house.
Yeah, is it does it look just like the one that Persephone has?
Um, it's similar. It's roughly the same size.
Persephone.
Persephone's gonna get really, really excited and start looking at all the alcoves.
Okay.
Just
Around
giddy.
the room, you find a dagger with a rat skull set into the pommel, an 8-inch diameter.
Oh.
Excuse me, an aspergillium carved from bone, a
Ooh.
folded cloak made from stitched ghoul skin,
Ooh.
a desiccated frog lashed to a stick, a
Ooh.
bag full of bat guano,
Ah.
a very large severed finger, um,
Ooh.
a 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a mummy, its arms crossed over its chest, an iron pendant adorned with a devil's face, a shrunken, shriveled head. Um, its features look somewhat like that of a halfling. A small wooden coffer containing what looks to be a large wolf's withered tongue, perhaps a dire wolf.
I look at everyone with like watery eyes and I say, "Can I put it all in my bag?"
I'm gonna pick up the dagger with the rat on the hilt and inspect it, see if it's like a viable weapon.
As you take it over and turn it over and over in your hand, it looks like, yeah, this as good as any dagger that you've seen before. It looks, you take it and tap it against the stone, ching ching. It looks solid. It's cool and creepy, but it looks good.
I'm just gonna put that in my belt.
Okay.
I have no idea what to do. I'm a little creeped out by all of this, actually.
Yeah, same. It's Persephone's dream, but
Should I just add
Maybe-
that as a regular dagger to my equipment?
Yeah, it's well, you just put dagger. Yeah, it's a dagger. Um, it's just one like you've never seen
Does-
before. It is very, very ornately adorned with a rat skull.
Persephone, I think if you're going to do what you're probably going to do, we cannot stop you. Maybe for everything you take away, you give a candle?
Okay, and then quickly she starts like grabbing everything and putting the candles down.
Okay.
By the way, Zach, after this, I'm gonna need a list of everything because I don't want you to go
Okay.
over all that with
Okay.
everyone here right now.
So as you take everything and you put it in your you've got a bag full of candles, and you put one candle in place. As you put one candle in each of the alcoves, you take one of each of the things from the alcoves. As you put the last candle in place, they roar to life. All of the candles begin burning, and as you sit and watch them for a moment, and the wax burns loose, something begins to spill apart from the black wax. Something that looks eerily familiar, dripping down the black wax. You see a glimmer of red as what was inside begins to spill out, and the candles, one by one, spill what's inside out in the alcoves, and the room behind you begins. There's an entrance that begins to glow. And gets brighter and brighter with a reddish glow.
Who wants to go?
Oh, look.
I want to have a
over and
I want to
and
have a look down here and see what's down here.
Take a look down.
I'll go look at the room with what looks like water or something.
As you make your way down, it's like a 20-degree incline, no stairs, like a slope, and you look further and further. You get to where the water is about knee deep, and you can see it opens up.
Oh.
Ooh.
And there's
I found something. I think you're gonna want to come look.
So
I'm gonna
does the
slowly walk all the way because I want to see what this little thing is on the top of whatever. I
so
wanna
you
see
go
it.
sloshing through this room with its knee deep, and as it slopes down slightly and gets up to just about your your high thighs, where it's just about to touch your crotch. And the water clinging, you notice that it's almost kind of foul smelling. As you step
Oh.
up onto this raised dais, you see a small altar with two crystals that are glowing brighter and brighter red, and in between the two lays a very, very small heart.
Persephone!
Persephone right now is just playing in like the blood water splashing around with Miguel having a grand old time.
Persephone, there's you really want to see this. I mean, really, there's a heart over here?
I'll check on up. I'll walk on up too, and I assume it's the heart of an infant.
So you enter the room as well.
I don't think me and Kier just followed.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow in, and I'm gonna move on up onto here, onto these stairs.
Okay.
Actually, this side, because I want to see what this is.
Okay.
Yeah,
When you
I'll
inspect it.
go up the other side over here.
So as you move in,
Actually,
and Kiertis, as you begin inspecting this, you reach out and put your hand on it. Suddenly, it spins furiously, and from where you had crossed the threshold, yep, right there, all of a sudden a gate, a portcullis slams down, and
What did you just do?
you hear the chants, a dozen or more voices come back. One must die. 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 One
I'll take
must
Skeevers out. I'll
die.
put him on the altar, and I'll cut Skeevers open. It's not permanent.
And you weren't going to give up your dog.
Actually, can I ask Tenpenny for his rat dagger? Just because killing the rat with the rat dagger sounds right to me.
I'll toss it over to Persephone.
Oh man.
And I'll put him down with my little mage hand and like cut him from the throat down and grab his little heart and put his heart on the altar.
Okay, as you do, and his blood spills out onto the altar. One is dead. One is dead. The ritual is complete. And from out of I've done it now. This alcove down here, this little area. you see a reddish light spill out, and this twisted mound of flesh that looks like dozens of bodies sewn together. You hear consume, 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 and on atop this little tiny, or on top this mound of bodies that are slowly pulling itself through the muck, there's one tiny, tiny head. Looks like an infant's face on top of this mound of bodies.
Oh,
No!
I'm not giving up skeevers. It's nap time.
It begins crawling out, and you notice that underneath this face, this infant's head, there's 3 mouths that look like they're stitched together into one gaping giant maw as arms begin to reach out for you as it crawls across the water and begins chasing you up onto the dais. Make a perception check real quick.
Who, Liliana or me?
All of you are seeing this.
Okay.
Oh no. 20.
7.
10.
It's the face of Walter.
Oof.
I'm guiding bolt.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna take
Yeah.
Skeever's napping body, put him in my little bag, and run away.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Everybody,
gonna
go
ready an
ahead.
arrow.
Hold a second. Go ahead and roll initiative, and I'm gonna go pee. I'll be
Ooh.
right back.
That's a natural 20.
Woo! Fuck.
Oh, I got 11.
13.
I also got 11.
I got 23.
Okay. Be right back. 1 sec. Oh god. Oh god.
Quick draw.
Why couldn't I get a nat 20 on on another skill? On my
That's your second tonight, isn't it?
yeah.
On something relatively
Well, it's initiative, so it's not bad. I'm
no,
pretty
it's
sure.
not bad, but I'm pretty sure you would have been faster than rolling pile of
Well, the bodies have to roll for initiative as well. So.
Yeah, I know. I love how
do you
all
think-
the disgusting stuff just always seems to be right next to Lilia.
Sorry, I was about to pop.
Liliana's ran off to do
Yeah.
something as well. She'll be
Okay,
back.
cool.
Do you think she would have sacrificed the puppy if we didn't have Skeevers?
I don't think she would have.
No.
And I would have done it for her.
I would have helped.
I wonder if we could have just like strong-armed the latch, the one that spun on its own. Use strength together.
Yeah, I was gonna try that whenever you were I was gonna suggest that just before you said.
Skeevers, nap time.
I was building a bond with that rat.
It's
I'm
okay. You
back.
can continue building a bond with the rat. This is not the last time you see the rat.
Oh no, rat's fucking dead.
Perfect.
Excuse me.
Brilliant.
Liliana's about to have to fight with a dog in her hand.
Fuck. That's why I just cast guiding bolt. I can't swing anything.
Okay.
Okay, so initiative
20 to 25.
23.
Nice.
I got a nat 20.
Nice. Okay. Okay, who's next? 15 to 20?
Lilia.
I got 13.
13? Okay.
I got a rock.
What'd you get, Ridry? Ridry?
Me and Persephone both rolled 11.
Okay, cool. So you guys get to go at the same time. Okay, so. Oh, this is ugly. All right, so Kiertis, what are you doing?
Attacking with my longbow.
Okay, cool. So,
15 to hit.
okay, 15. Yep, hits.
For 5 damage.
5. So again, your arrow sinks into this mound of flesh, and it the infant's face on top twists in pain and rage as the eyes come fully alight. There's just this iridescent red glow to them as it looks directly at you, and then looks to Persephone on the altar. Leliana, what are you doing?
Wait, I'm not finished.
Oh, you're not done? Okay, do your thing.
I should have actually done this before my attack, but I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark
Okay, cool.
on it. Which I should have done first, but
Yeah,
thought about it.
that's okay.
And that's me done.
I'm okay. I'm casting Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
So that's a D20 plus my spell attack.
Mm-hmm.
18.
18. Okay, that hits.
Yeah. Whew. Okay, so that's 4d6. Okay. Ooh. Okay, good. 11. Ooh. 12 and 17. 20. 20 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Right at its friggin' stitched together mouth.
How much?
Right in your baby face.
Would you say 20 points?
Yes.
What happened to your motherly instincts?
No.
They flew to Coop when she started saying, "Oh, poor thing. Nice necklace."
Okay, all right. So up next is the fleshy mound. Let's see.
Can we just call it Walter, please?
Well, Walter Jr.
It moves forward to right here, and
Oh, fuck.
and he reaches out. With a 17 to hit, Leliana,
That hits.
and grabs you and drags you into itself.
Ah!
So you're in.
Why is it
always you?
You're engulfed inside the.
Lucky.
Inside the stitched together gore.
Oh god, I've dropped the puppy.
Nothing, just ate you and the puppy.
Make a dex save.
Okay. Dex save.
See if you actually are able to act quickly enough as it lashes out.
And that's just my D20.
Mm-hmm.
20 plus your dexterity. You should have a
16?
savings throw.
Let's see. Dex save is it's +0. What is it? What'd you roll?
16.
16?
16. Yeah.
So yeah, you're actually able to drop the puppy into the water as you realize what's about to happen to you, and you're being dragged into this into this mound, and and you're able to drop the puppy behind you, and it hits the water with a splash.
Oh God.
But you are now restrained, and you cannot breathe.
Oh.
Um, see, roll a d4.
How many hit? D4?
Uh-huh.
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You can see it all around you. This the twisted gore and stitched together organs and the magically held together essence of all of these different bodies. But that's about it. Ridgery, what are you doing?
I'm gonna tell everybody, aim for the head, not the main body, because we might impale Lily. And I'm gonna pull out
Did
my.
I get hit points?
Oh shit! Hold on a second. Wait, your damage.
Yeah.
3 points of damage.
3. Okay. It's not bad.
I'm gonna pull out
You
my
hit like a baby.
my hand crossbow, and I'm gonna aim for the little baby.
Little baby head. Walter's head. You monster, shooting babies? Okay, roll a hit.
Just D&D things.
That is 18.
18 hits.
All right, and that is 1d6. Ooh, 3 damage.
3. And as it impales into the cheek of Walter's face, and he and it begins crying tears of blood.
This is why I never had children.
Also, no woman would have you.
Oh, I'm quite popular.
With men.
With nobility and with men, yes.
I feel like Ridri is
Persephone,
the
what would you-
Scanlan of our group.
Persephone, what would you like to do?
Oh? Whose turn is it?
Persephone.
Yours.
Persephone.
Oh, okay. I'm going to run away as far as I can, but I'm going to use up my my movement to get distance.
Okay.
Then I'm going to turn around and use Chill Touch, which not only does 1d8, but if it hits an undead target, also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Make your ranged spell attack.
My attack, boop. Oh. And it's plus the 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 7.
7.
Yep.
So you extend your hand, and again, where you had not where you're used to, you've used this cantrip before, and you're used to seeing a ghostly skeletal hand reach out, but now looks to be the carcass of a bird manifest in the air in front of you, and in the necrotic energy reaches forth and bounces, kind of skims across the water next to it, misses.
The carcass of a bird.
Mm-hmm. It looks like the skeleton of some kind of bird instead of a hand.
Whatever this place is doing to my magic powers, I love it.
Okay, top of the order. Kiertis, what are you doing?
Again, attack with the bow.
Okay, another shot with the bow.
For 20 to hit.
20 hits. Roll that damage.
Ten.
10.
Yeah, because my
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool.
that's a shot at the head, by the way.
Yeah, I got you. So again, another shot, another arrow, not quite in the head, but still hitting solid with a nice, and you can hear it as it sinks into the flesh. And Leliana, roll a d4.
A D4. 2.
As you're thrashing about and trying to get free, all of a sudden, you see in front of you what looks to be amongst all the other organs and everything, the soup swimming around you, a magically manifested heart, the same as the one that was on the altar. What looks to be a child's heart, beating amidst all of this.
Shit, I'm restrained. I can't do anything. Wait, can I try and like get out of it or something?
What would you like
Maybe
to
as a
do?
bonus action.
What would you like to try to do?
I want to do guiding bolt again, but I'm restrained, right?
Do you need to be able to move to do guiding bolt?
Da, 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 da. Well, it says verbal and semantic.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and try to do that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
roll a strength check to see if you can move inside this muck.
Okay. Just a 18.
18. So yes, you are able to, with the last of the breath that's in your lungs, able to and expel and say the words, the magic words. Now the last of your breath is gone. The guiding bolt, and you are able to do the gestures, the hand gestures you needed. You are able to cast guiding bolt.
Right at the heart if possible.
Really? Okay. Okay. Make your ranged spell attack.
Okay, that's the 46.
No, make your ranged spell attack. 20 plus.
Right.
You made a strength check. Now make your ranged spell attack.
Okay. That's 16.
16. It hits. Now roll your damage on the heart.
Yes. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yes. 22.
22. Holy shit, on the heart. So
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, as you expend the last of your breath, and you say the words and do the hand gestures, the radiant energy, the divine energy, comes forth from your words and your hand, and streaks out towards the heart and hits it, and it crackles for a few seconds before exploding, then collapsing in on itself as you take one breath, and blood and gore enters your mouth and your throat as this begins collapsing in on itself. Those of you around from the outside see from inside of this brilliant flash of divine energy for one moment. The creature begins, all these stitched together body parts begin falling and collapsing in on themselves, twisting and getting smaller and smaller until all of a sudden Walter's face collapses in on itself, and you see the spirit of a small child released and begin floating up through the ceiling, much the way Rose and Thorn did earlier, as Leliana hits the water and her face goes in it momentarily, and she lifts her head back and and coughs, and blood spews everywhere as she expels this foul blood from her lungs.
Liliana, you look so pretty.
Your dog might be able to clean you up.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. And you look.
I don't want to do that again. Ugh. I think I'm
How
gonna
is
take
the
a minute
doggo?
and then probably just start vomiting because that was disgusting.
I want to walk up onto the altar.
He was our last savior. He was our hope. As again, around the corners of the room, these shadows begin taking shape. All of a sudden, you're in the room with a dozen human forms in dark cloaks, but they somehow seem part of the shadow and not part of the light, and begin moving in a counterclockwise motion and kind of closing in on the center of the room on the dais.
I want to look for the dog. Where's Fenris?
He's crawling up. He's crawling up. He was paddling through the water through all this, and he's crawling up onto the second stair of the dais now as and he looks back over his shoulder and puts his ears back and begins whimpering.
I'm gonna remove the cloak from me because I feel like it's probably weighing me down now, and I'm gonna just sort of slowly make my way toward Fenris and scoop him up.
Okay, quickly you are able to scoop him up off the ground. As they move in it, they begin closing the circle just a little bit tighter as they're still moving. Just even though they're off of the wall now, it's like the shadows have seemingly come to life as they begin closing on the dais.
Should we, I don't know, take the heart off the altar or anything?
I just want
Or
to
just watch what happens?
Is Kierta still wearing the cloak that the cultists?
I was never wearing the cloak.
Oh, that's right. It was Liliana, right?
Yeah, and I took it off.
No, that wasn't a cloak. That wasn't a cloak like the cultists wore. That was a cloak like the statue that was in the main room.
Oh yeah.
That was. That wasn't a cloak. That was a cape that she had on. A very fine cape at that.
She's now covered in blood and guts.
No, the cloak she had. She discarded the cape to put on a cloak.
Okay.
And
So are we gonna
what do you want to do?
get out of here?
What do you want to do?
I want to try turning this
fuck outta
thing.
here.
Okay, cool. Make a strength check.
I'm gonna help him with that.
Okay, make a strength check with advantage. Roll it twice. Take the higher of the two.
Both 14, so 14.
14? Okay, that's enough. It slowly begins to... It begins turning. The portcullis gets up. It's still under the edge of the water, but it's starting to raise.
Get your hides over here.
Do I get the feeling-
Well, as much as I can.
Do I get the feeling that once the shadows reach the center that we're going to be in major danger?
I don't know, do you?
Slightly concerned.
I would go with that.
I'm gonna go
I'm-
crank a lot harder on this thing.
Yeah, I'll help too.
Okay, go ahead. Make 3 strength checks. Each
Who,
one
me?
of you make one.
16.
7.
So it's again, as the 3 of you begin turning it, it moves faster, and you're able to get it up to where it's raised. It's almost all the way up. Perception check from everybody who's touching the wheel.
15.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
Cool, Ridgery. You spot a latch. There's a piece of a piece of chain that looks like it goes over the wheel.
Okay, as soon as it's high enough for us to even
It
just
is high
dive
enough right
under
now.
it.
Yes, it's high
Okay,
enough right now.
I'm gonna snatch that up and attach it so
you put the chain on it, and as you let go, it catches in place. As these shadows begin moving closer to the dais, and closer, and
Yeah,
it
I'm
looks
just
as
gonna
the first
Yeah,
one,
let's go.
the first one is
Get out
about
of
to step onto the dais.
as soon as everybody's clear of that, I'm gonna take one of my normal daggers and just throw it at the chain so it closes behind.
Okay. So roll to hit.
That is a 12.
12 hits the chain. The portcullis comes slamming down as the. Wait, Liliana, did you leave the room too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I was like, you just trapped her.
No, I
cleric
was
in there.
running.
Told you I'd get that dog.
The shadows all coalesce on the main dais, and all of a sudden, they turn into 4 specters. Their faces white and leering, with long fingers and teeth as they turn. And all 4 of them begin moving towards the portcullis at their top speed. They're moving just as fast as you can run.
Oh God. Go, run.
And making your way back to the stairs and up. You exiting and clambering your way up the stairs to here. And then rounding the corner,
Go right.
go right. As you move to the right,
That's me shouting to people and
as you shout to your companions. Okay, who's in front? What's the marching order here?
I think Liliana's in front because she was the only one not
Okay.
with the.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And then I think it's Persephone, me, or no, Kiertis, then me.
Okay. So Liliana up in the front, and Kiertis shouting from back behind Persephone, go right. Liliana, which way? What do you want to do? Which way are you going?
Following what he just said, I'm going right.
Hanging a right and making your way through here. You get
and then going towards the dining area.
I'm gonna yell to everyone. Let's brace the table up against the wall so they can't follow us.
As you get to right here, as Liliana passes, Persephone gets right here, Kiertis gets to right here, and the 2 of you are passing. You see 2 white forms with long tongues spilling out of their face and big gaping maws that have the faces. They look ghastly. Their figures hulking, but their faces looking like the Dursts as they come lumbering down the hall from
Sacred Flame.
from the bedroom area.
yes, sir. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just gonna fire off an arrow.
Okay, roll to hit. Sacred Flame.
Yep.
Uh, 19.
19 hits.
Same thing, 19.
Cool. Okay.
Can I
Both of you roll your damage.
use Can I use my bonus action to
Okay.
move my hunter's mark onto them?
Uh,
It should
yes,
still be active.
Yes.
That's 6 points.
6 points of damage. Okay,
Yep.
and
Uh, 11 points.
11. 11. So as the sacred flame is the hallway, their faces writhe in agony, their long tongues lashing out. The arrow finding a mark on one of them, and they continue to come, and you hear from the stairs behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into
Fuck.
the dining room and I'm gonna start like trying to move the table to block the wall
Okay.
or block the doorway.
Okay,
Keep
cool.
going.
And so you flip the table up on its end, trapping your companions in the hallway.
No. I'm going to start that. I
Oh, okay,
don't have
cool.
the strength for that.
Damn it!
Yeah.
This was gonna be so cool.
I
We were gonna watch everybody die and Persephone leave with the loot.
Fuck that. No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so waiting
We
for her
all-
companions, as now it appears there are 6 things chasing you, as you grab your bow and recover yourself from casting the spell, and you all skitter your way into the dining area, and as one begin lifting the table, and of the 4 of you together, I'm not going to look for a strength check because you're able to, and it's up against the wall.
Okay, run.
Gonna use one of the benches to like brace it in place.
Okay, so
Ooh,
Ian,
good idea.
Kiertis takes and creates a brace for the table, and shoves it into place. What are you doing?
Start running up east again.
Okay, so making your way up, casting a glance back over your shoulder, you can see like the spectral hand begin to move through the wood.
Oh,
It
motherfucker.
doesn't seem as
Fuck
if
me.
doors, wood is going, a table is going to stop these things as they make their way one and then another. And you see the hand of a third begin to come through the wood of the barricaded doorway. And
Up the stairs,
what are you
up the
doing?
stairs.
Okay, as
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
before we go to the shows, I'm gonna shout Persephone and ask if she can put the fake wall up again, like just here.
All right, I'll minor illusion the fake wall as we continue
okay,
up.
okay, cool, done. Minor illusion. There's a wall right there at that where the intersection comes as you hit the stairs, scrambling up and up and up. And what seems for an eternity that you and you get to where the door was, and the door that had been open previously is now closed.
Fuck.
Where you had
I'm gonna-
Can we open it?
Search for a
and
latch.
you hear from the bottom of the stairs.
I'm gonna try to buy time. I'm gonna try to buy time and go down and use chill touch to hopefully slow them down while everyone else figures out how to open the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna search for a latch to open the door.
Okay, make your perception check.
19.
19.
Oh, nice.
There is a locking mechanism, but no latch.
Redry, I think you're up.
I'm gonna try
Persephone, you see the
to
first
mess
you
with
see
the
first-
locking mechanism.
Persephone, you see the first of these ghastly. It's the face of Elizabeth Durst in this ghastly form as she makes her way up. She's about maybe 60 feet below you.
All right, I'll cast Chill Touchdown
Okay, chill touch towards her.
for yeah. Reach
While
little.
Okay, make your range spell attack 20 plus for your 5 as you Ridri try to furiously frantically pick this lock that you found, that Kiertis has found.
Wait, 20 plus 5?
Your D20 plus 5.
Oh, D20. Okay. 17.
17 hits. Roll your damage. 1d8.
while Ridri's
Oh, 8. Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
while Ridri's messing with the lock, can I look back and see if I can see them as well?
She moved down the stairs, so from where you are, you cannot see her. But you make a look back. You can see Persephone about 10 stairs below you. Her head is about a foot and a half below your feet as she's standing on this spiral staircase, looking down, and you see this flash of light as her and a scream, and Persephone, you see as this thing begins to, it looks as if it begins to rot and disintegrate before your eyes. The face of this woman in her ghastly form, looking at you with absolute hatred and rage, and still moving towards you slightly. What was your sleight of hand for the lock?
Oh, it was a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, sleight of hand for your lock picking.
That is 17.
17. You're able to, at the last second, while you hear all this going on behind you, able to fit your lock picking tools in, and the door swings open.
Yeah, let's run.
Run, go. Get to the stairs, get down, go.
So
They can go through walls. Get to the balcony.
So, again, making your way, boom, boom, and throwing the door open, and then down the stairs. You hear the sounds of the screams as something is still pursuing you.
I'm going to move to the back, like let Persephone go in front of me,
All right.
and keep checking behind me, see if anything appears.
Checking behind you again, you do see the face of what looks to be William and Elizabeth Durst, followed closely by 4 other creatures, followed by looks to be something else now as well. Some sort of shadowed figure.
I'm just gonna fire off.
And it looks to be as if now there's also another swarm, not of centipedes, but now of bats that are following you as well.
Fuck.
The fuck did we do?
As you make your way down
Just keep
and
running,
down.
just keep running.
We murdered a child. That's what we.
It was a demon.
And again, the secret
Abomination.
the secret door that you had found before is getting closed and locked.
I'll go to the
Can I-
back once more and do the chill touch if they come
Yeah,
up.
Okay.
I was gonna say, can I see Elizabeth Durst?
As yes, you do. You see the face of Elizabeth Durst and Frank Durst as they begin making their way.
Is there another?
Across the Yes, there is very clearly a locking mechanism that you can see.
All right, I'm going for it.
I'm gonna pop off another shot
Okay.
at Elizabeth.
That is a 18 sleight of hand.
Perfect. So, boom! It's like getting the hang of these locks in this place now. You quickly and slide this door open, and you open the door, and the room has burst into flames.
Oh, fuck.
Keep running.
My attack hit for 19.
19. Okay. Roll your damage.
8
8. Okay.
on Elizabeth Durst.
And I would like to do damage on her husband as well.
Okay, so you're casting your chill touch again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then running.
Roll to hit.
As a-
15.
Roll your 20 plus. Roll your 20. Your d20 plus 5.
Yeah, that was. Wait, what did I just say?
15.
You
15.
said 15.
Yeah, that was 15.
Okay, hits. So now roll your d8 plus
That
your
was
spellcast
7.
plus your spellcasting modifier.
7 plus 5.
Yep. So
12.
okay, so yeah, for a second again, another arrow flies into Elizabeth's ghastly form, and she and grabs where the arrow hit, and looks at you, and begins to dash immediately towards you, as the Frank Durst again is struck by a wave of necrotic energy that begins withering him away. But he moves forward, but not as quickly as Elizabeth, as the secret door here flies open. And Ridri, you find this room, like all of the walls and the ceiling completely engulfed in flames.
As I'm sprinting towards the stairwell, I'm going to take out my water skin and just start dumping it over.
Over yourself? Okay, very good.
Can I use, I don't know if I can do this, but can I use thaumaturgy to sort of, like, push aside the flame so we can get through?
Right now it's the walls that are engulfed in flames. There's a clear path.
Oh, it's just the walls, okay.
The walls and the ceiling. So there's
okay, well then I'm just going to cast Sacred Flame at Elizabeth.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
Okay. 2.
2.
2 damage. Yep.
Sacred Flame engulfs her for a moment, and as it dies down, she looks pretty bad, but she is still coming straight for you.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run.
Run.
Yep,
Okay,
running.
run, and you all make your way out the secret door and back in to find those flames just completely engulfing the walls and ceiling and bits of ceiling. Actually, everybody who's on the stairs or in this room, because I believe that's where you are now, make a quick deck save as bits of ceiling become falling down at you.
That's 18.
Okay, you're good.
Shit, that's 7.
7. Okay, you're hit with a piece. You're hit with a piece of flaming plaster, and
17.
and wood for 3 points of damage. As a bit of the Ridri and Persephone, real quickly, a deck save. As
17.
17. You're okay. You're able to dodge out of the way.
Mine is 15.
15. Okay, you're all good. Leliana's the only one who's didn't see that piece of ceiling coming down as it knocks her to the side for a second, and she pats out the flames on the side of her shirt and begins dashing through the house again as the wood that hits the floor shakes the entire house. As you move further downstairs, and you see that it's even further engulfed in flames here as you make your way down to the room where the armor had been. And from here, from this fireplace, flames are shooting 15 feet across the room, just shooting out of the fireplace.
Zach, I thought we put out all the fireplaces.
There is fire shooting out of the fireplaces now, not just like crackling like a fire, like you had set a fire. It's shooting out of it like a fire cannon 15 feet across the room.
Like magical fire?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, run away.
Yeah.
Still running.
So
Keep
Shoot down
going.
the stairs.
and you hear from behind you again as you stop and look up this spiral staircase. Here comes a swarm of bats and the faces of a badly damaged Elizabeth and a somewhat decaying William Durst from one floor above. As you hit the stairs running, and you
Do
hear crunk, crunk, and the 4 suits of armor, one headless, begin following you down the stairs as well.
Oh, fuck me.
Should we stay and fight them at this point?
No.
Should we keep running?
No.
Because I feel like it's all collecting. Okay, fine, we'll keep running.
Okay.
Keep running.
Down the stairs once more, you hit the main room, and again from this fireplace, fire shooting 15 feet out into the room to about right here.
Oh shit. Stay away from there. We gotta get out of here.
You hear,
Yeah, just kinda-
you hear as suits of armor begin. You hear them marching down the stairs towards you.
I'm gonna hug this wall
Okay,
to this door.
Yeah.
okay, and again, one more
And
time.
I'm going
one
to
more
once
time,
again
one
chill
more time.
touch.
Again, one more time. The ceilings here engulfed in flame as well. Need everybody to make a deck save one more time as bits of ceiling, as parts of the ceiling begin
That's
collapsing.
not 20.
Ooh.
Collapsing in on
Twen-
itself.
18.
14.
14.
25.
Cool. Everybody's
I
able to.
got 23.
Everybody's able to jump back out of the way as large pieces of the ceiling can shatter against the floor. The light fixtures and the walls beginning to curl in on themselves from the intense heat. What are you doing?
Actually, I look up. Do I still see the bats coming down?
You can hear them, but you can't see them from this angle.
Okay. Really weird.
Are these
I wanna
doors
go-
locked or are they unlocked?
That you haven't tried to open them yet.
Yeah, I
I'm
want to try
trying
opening
the
these.
doors.
So again, take the doors and boom, and fling them open, and this room seems to be relatively calm. But as you open it, the flames from behind you get sucked into this room, and the flames begin to crawl across this ceiling as well. As you look to your left, you see the pictures that you had seen before. All of the images on these pictures hanging on the wall have all changed into monstrous faces. And from out of the picture on the far left, you see the leering face of Elizabeth Durst as the face begins to lift off of the painted image and begins to crawl down the wall as it takes a larger form.
Keep running.
Yeah.
Yep.
Straight for these doors.
So again, you burst through the doors and back out into the courtyard, this little area, and the ground is soaking wet. Your feet from the rains that have been falling before, as the house goes further and further, flames bursting out of the windows here and there. You turn and you see the faces of William and Elizabeth Durst looking at you through the open doorway, their bodies being consumed by fire. They put their heads down and glance at you from behind hooded eyes as they take 3 steps backwards and disappear behind a wall of flames as the house begins collapsing on itself as orange and yellow flames lick the night sky as the house burns brighter and brighter. You turn.
And nothing.
Nothing comes out.
Nothing comes out of the house.
Has the fog cleared?
And the fog, it seems, has lifted, but the air is thick with smoke and the sky's still gray and hazy as you turn. And there is, on the ground in front of you, a bouquet of 24 blood-red roses and a basket of fresh apples with a small note on
I'm gonna go pick up the note and read it.
The note says, "Welcome to Barovia." And it's signed. It's signed Strahd von Zarovich. And that's
I
what we're going to
hand-
call it a night.
Oh.
Holy fuck. I'm like at 9 hit points.
Wait, before we call it a night, can I heal her?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I've got like...
I'll use cure wounds on her.
Okay.
Stephanie,
Fair
give me
enough.
my rat dagger.
Huh?
What rat dagger?
Uh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Got dead things, it's mine. I will give you the gold ring.
Yo,
It
Doesn't
shit,
have
exchange,
that thing
though.
that has rat thing.
yo, shit got jacked, son.
No, I'll be fair. I'll give him the wedding ring I filched off the count or the hanged man.
Okay.
Does that seem fair, Mr. Tenpenny?
Liliana,
Uh-huh.
that's 6 points of health return.
Woohoo.
Okay. Well, you know, it's.
Well,
I
that's
the
whole
appreciate.
thing.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I was worried about you guys when you first started, but you know what? You really came there together as a team at the end. That was some good team play. I'm really proud of you, and you just made it to level 3. So,
Woo!
just love you.
Woo! God fucking
Also-
damn it.
If
Question,
only our
if we-
fishman would make it.
Mm.
What's that now?
Question.
Yeah.
If we started like fighting everything as they came to us or as we approached them, would we have been able to take over everyone,
No, you
or
would've
would we have died?
You would have died. There's a reason this is called Death House.
Oh,
There's a
boy.
reason this is called Death House. There's a reason a lot of DMs leave it out because it's a notorious TPKer.
Oh boy.
So we made
Oh,
the
we
right.
did well.
Yes, you made all the right decisions.
Woohoo!
Yes,
Other than-
you guys did great.
Just taking pot shots as we ran.
And I did change some stuff around. I did change some stuff around too, to make your experience with Death House a very, very unique one. You will never have if you run this adventure again from when you run Death House, you'll never experience what you just had here. I made sure that you guys had there was something changed in almost every area. So,
I need to ask Elizabeth Durst, was she nearly dead?
huh?
Elizabeth Durst, was she nearly dead?
Yeah, she had 2 hit points left.
Damn.
It
But
only
you
took
still
like
had-
4
you still-
spells and 2 arrows.
You still had another white, 4 specters, and a swarm of bats,
Yeah.
and
And
four,
four animated
and
armor.
4 animated armor, and that's just the shit that you had awakened immediately. There's still another fucking 10 baddies in here too. So
Oh god.
that's why
Yep,
I'm saying
so-
Death House has its name
I
for
have
a
new
reason.
spells! I can do spiritual weapon and lesser restoration now. Yay!
Yay!
I have second level spells now. Fuck yes.
Oh, I get an archetype.
Oh
I'm
my
going
God.
thief.
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 Did not see that coming.
Nah.
Yeah. I had a choice between Hunter and Beastmaster, and I went with Hunter.
Oh, I'm so glad that you picked up the rat along the way. It was going to break my heart for you to kill that puppy. Because you know what? Because I was over here marking turns, how long it took, and it took no time to fucking make the decision to kill that fucking rat. Because what happens is after 3 turns of asking for there must be blood, then the shadows appear. Then they start moving in closer and closer with each turn until somebody makes a decision of what to do.
Is that why you gave us the rat in the first place?
No. No,
No,
that is not.
that was
No,
just
that's
a happy
not.
coincidence.
No, because no, actually, the dog is what you were supposed to kill. You were supposed to kill the dog. The rat was the rat was a total random thing. It's something that I rolled on a random table for, and you very wisely tried to tame the rat, and through animal handling and feeding it, you gained its trust just enough to fucking sacrifice it. So I was like, okay, that's what the dice said.
I was.
And if Kirtas hadn't been checking on it, it would have chewed through his pocket and got away.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much. Yep.
Which
So-
reminds me, I need to repair that pocket.
I was already heartbroken with the kids. Okay, that was making me tear up.
Dude, that
Are
was
we-
awesome though. I loved all the dead stuff everywhere for me to get excited over.
Well, you
Are
kept
we-
most of it. So.
Are we still
I'm sorry.
recording
Yes, we
audio,
are.
by the way?
Yes, we are. I have not
Ah.
stopped yet.
'Cause I just wanted to point out that Gustav's name changed like 3 times.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
You
Frank,
called
William.
you called him Frank and William instead of Gustav.
Well, I got 3 faces. Or mouths.
Wait, who?
The father, Gustav.
Oh yeah.
Dirk.
Well, I'm really really drunk right now, so I don't remember.
Ah,
I've had like 9 shots of Jack Daniels like during the course of this game, so I don't fucking know.
no, I've been
Oh
having
my
wine.
Yeah, my belly's nice and warm. I feel good.
God.
I'm gonna miss Skeevers
What do we-
though.
What are we gonna do
Rihanna.
about Ukoda?
What about him?
I mean,
Is he
is
gonna
he
level
like
up?
stuck in the house?
I know.
Well,
I-
well,
if he comes back, he'll just be with.
Yeah, if he
Okay.
comes back, we'll just be like, he was just shitting his pants the entire time, terrified but running with you. So, you know, but I mean, if
He's narcoleptic and he slept for 3 weeks.
so, anywho.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, anyway, say goodnight so I can stop the recording. So,
Good night.
Good
Good night,
night.
everyone.
see y'all.